On June 2, 2023, three trains collided in Balasore district, in the state of Odisha in eastern India. The 12,841 Shalimar, MGR Chennai Central Coromandel Express entered the passing loop instead of the main line near Bahanaga Bazar railway station at full speed and collided with a goods train. Due to the high speed of the Coromandel Express, its 21 coaches derailed and 3 of those collided with the oncoming 12,864 SMVT Bengaluru Howrah SF Express on the adjacent track. A total of 289 people were killed in the crash and 1,175 others were injured. It was India's deadliest railway crash since the Firozabad rail collision in 1995, although the Ghazel train collision in 1999 may have killed more people. It was also the deadliest rail disaster worldwide since the 2004 Sri Lanka tsunami train wreck. On June 2, 2023, the 12,841 Coromandel Express was traveling from Shalimar railway station, West Bengal to Chennai, Tamil Nadu on the up main line at the Bahanaga Bazar railway station in the state of Odisha. Around the same time, the Bengaluru Howrah SF Express was traveling in the opposite direction from Bangalore, Karnataka to Howrah, West Bengal on the adjacent down main line. Both trains, not scheduled to stop at the railway station and having received a green signal indicating it was safe to proceed along the main line, were at their highest permitted speed of 128 km per hour, 80 miles per hour. At about 1900 hours IST, 1330 GMT, the Coromandel Express was supposed to continue straight on the up main line but was wrongly switched to the parallel up loop line at full speed, where it collided with a stationary goods train laden with iron ore. Because of the high impact speed, 21 coaches of the train were derailed from the main line. The goods train did not derail or move. 3 of the derailed coaches from the Coromandel Express careened into the adjacent track and whiplashed the tail end of the Bengaluru Howrah Express crossing the station at the same time. 2 unreserved coaches and the brake van of the Bengaluru Howrah Express were derailed. The remainder of the train, which included the engine and 20 coaches, left with its passengers and continued to Balasore, where a further damaged coach was detached. The remaining 19 coaches then continued their journey to the train's destination of Howrah. It was reported that the reserved compartments of the Bengaluru Howrah Express sustained no passenger fatalities or injuries. Officials said that ascertaining the identification of passengers on the unreserved coaches would take time. A total of 289 people died in the crash. Almost all of the dead were in the first 3 cars of the Coromandel Express, in the so-called general category coaches, where many passengers stand. Bodies of deceased passengers were taken to a local high school, chosen due to its open spaces and location close to the crash site. Identification of bodies was made more difficult due to burns or other trauma, causing officials to use luggage, phones, and other belongings to try to identify the passengers. The rail service only had names for passengers with reserved seats. By the evening of 3rd of June, Odisha government officials said that 1,175 people had been admitted to hospitals as a result of the crash, 793 of those people had been released, and 382 were still undergoing treatment. Local hospitals were overwhelmed by the influx of injured people, but worked to provide patients with adequate care. The railways announced that they would pay compensation of 10 lakh rupees, $13,000 to families of the deceased, 2 lakh rupees, $2,500 to the severely injured and 50,000 rupees, $630 to those with minor injuries. Further, ex gratia compensation of 2 lakh rupees, $2,500 from the PMNRF would be given to the families of the deceased and 50,000 rupees, $630 to the injured. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, expressed his distress over the incident and extended his thoughts to the grieving families. Union Home Minister Amit Shah described the incident as profoundly distressing. The Chief Minister of Odisha Naveen Patnaik and the Chief Minister of West Bengal Mamata Banerjee expressed their concerns over the disaster. Leaders from neighboring countries of India and across the world expressed their condolences for the loss of life, and extended support to India.